So I went to Cali this past weekend to appear on an episode of Jubilee, not the surrounded one where they have one person surrounded by a bunch of people with opposing views. I actually went on the middle ground segment where it's like 4 people that were pro Ozempic and 4 people that were anti Ozempic, and none of us were like completely against the other. So I think middle ground was a great segment for us to be on. What I learned is just how much education the general public needs. And I know that because that's a great deal of my job as a coach. But what I didn't realize is how this learned helplessness has really affected a lot of you. There were young ladies on the show that, stated that they had no control over their appetite. And then with just a couple of surface level health coaching questions, I was able to identify what these women's issues were. In fact, one of them said she had PCOS, but when we gave her the response to reduce inflammation that would also help her health journey, her response was, can a girl get a break? I don't want to go without flour. And that's I need y'all to, for anyone that's on their health journey and you feel helpless as well, I need y'all to understand that at the end of the day, the way that you treat your fitness journey, think about if you took that same energy and put it towards anything else in your life and ask yourself where you would be. For example, the one girl that had PCOS and didn't want to give up flour, which is a real thing that I experience with clients all the time. That's like saying you want to save up for a house, but that you don't want to give up going out to brunch. Here's your goal and here's your actions. If your actions don't align with your goal, no amount of Ozempic, unless you stay on it the rest of your life, is going to get you here. And what a lot of people were missing was that educational gap. A phrase that came up a lot was, I tried everything. And the first thing that my trainer self is thinking is, really? Because I know people that say they've tried everything and they only work out 2 days a week for 30 minutes. I know people that say they've tried everything and yet they've never tracked their food because it's too triggering. And I was like, well, what you haven't done is learn to go outside of your comfort zone, because we all know that everything you want is outside your comfort zone. So for me, what I learned from that is that there's a lot of learned helplessness. Oh, I'm too busy. Oh, this is too overwhelming. Yes, this journey is hard. Yes. This goal that you have is going to require you to become more of yourself than you are right now. And if you're not willing to do that, I don't understand why we think that we should have the outcome of stuff that we are not willing to change to have. That's like saying, I don't want to study for my tests in college, but give me that degree. Why? Why is that fair to the people that did study? Now, granted, I don't want to compare your weight isn't fair to other people because we all have different starting lines. But to put yourself in this box where you feel like there's nothing you can do when you haven't truly exhausted all your efforts, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. So it was the other thing, learned helplessness in education. Yeah, a lot of people have this learned helplessness that they can't do anything more. And it's really because they just don't understand metabolism. They don't understand nutrition, and they don't understand exercise science. Real quick, I'll leave you with this. You can work out 5 days a week, but if you sit for almost 20 hours a day, your metabolism is probably going to be slower than someone who walks and gets their 5 to 10K steps in. You can eat as healthy as you want to, but if you are eating more calories than your body needs, you will not lose weight. This is why you need to pay attention to what you're eating. Last one, fitness. You could work out every single day, but if you're not continuing to challenge your muscles and change your program periodically, then your body will never have anything new to adapt to, therefore it won't change. If you are serious about getting lasting results, then you have to be serious about the effort that you're willing to put into it.